doing my job.
Do we go here?
My job is to get you off the campus. This is a place of business.
No, that's the security's job. You're a
that
principal.
That is my job.
You know what?
Get off the campus!
Quit yelling at me! Get off!
In today's video, we'll be looking at two insane Karen videos. One even gets arrested by the police. Let's take a look. Also, subscribe.
Glenda, you need me to come over there?
I need you to stop. Matt, get off my campus.
Okay.
Get off my campus! Don't do this!
Yell in my face?
Get off my campus! Get out of here!
We're out of here now.
School police. Get off my campus. Get out of here.
What is up with you and old lady?
Get off my campus.
me.
Get off my campus.
We have you hitting him on camera.
Go for it. Go for it. Run it viral.
So this is a dubious one. These skaters are being slightly intrusive. They're on private property, and I think that they've actually been asked to leave. Still, her reaction is way over the top here. She changes her proxemics to be incredibly confrontational. She gets super close to this guy and points a finger. This is a deliberate act of intimidation on the woman's part and is incredibly hostile. Now, the problem is, when someone acts confrontational, they provoke an equally confrontational reaction in the other person. Basically, we have what's called a sympathetic nervous system, and its job is to keep us alive by choosing how we respond to threats. We have three responses: fight, flight, and freeze, with freeze actually being the most common. When we encounter a stressor or threat, our brain has about a second to choose an appropriate response, and it actually ends up making things worse. We may fight when we have no chance of winning, we may run when we can't escape, or we may freeze when we actually needed to run. It's a very instinctive reaction. Now this guy's already doing pacifying behaviors, which is basically the brain's way of calming us down. He scratches his head, which is the way our brains release the buildup of stress, showing that he's actually intimidated quite strongly by this woman. The guy is also trying to be non-confrontational initially, until this woman berates him quite aggressively. He looks at the ground and doesn't make eye contact, which shows that he doesn't want to challenge the stressor or threat. It's only when she gets very close to him and continues to scream that his brain wants him to go from the freeze-flight response to the fight response. Now our brains stop us from going absolutely ape mode on people, and we're very much in control, but we still have to deal with that aggression caused by our brains. This guy blows on her, and it's quite funny. It's the only feasible solution that he can come up with. He can't physically assault her as that's illegal, and there are many negative consequences, so he just blows on her. Now when he does that, she then physically assaults him. It's a perfect demonstration of people going through different responses to stressors. She then puts one arm on her hips, which is a power pose and a sign of dominance. She's trying to act intimidating by widening her posture, the same way a cat rears its back in a fight to look bigger. She isn't at all afraid of these guys.
I've asked you nicely, and you guys are being real jerks right now.
I've been very nice to you, ma'am.
I need you
Listen,
to
ma'am,
stop skateboarding
I've been very
on
nice
the
to you.
campus. You're being a jerk.
I've been very nice.
I am doing my job.
No, you're not. Your job
I am
is to be
doing
a
my
principal.
job.
Do we go here?
My job is to get you off the campus. This is a place of
business. No,
business.
that's the security's job. You're a
That
principal.
is my job.
You know what?
Get off the campus!
Quit yelling at me! Oh no! Don't make her fucking cross the line.
Right now. School police, we're gonna get their license.
School police! Let school police do this.
That's just hilarious. Like when he blew on her, the woman escalated the situation by shouting at him, and his brain is telling him to fight, but he can't hit her. So what does he do to give her a sign that he's fighting her? He shouts. At the end of the day, the fight response is not necessarily about killing the threat. It's about asserting your dominance to it, hoping that it goes away. When you fight a black bear, your best bet is to fight back. Not because you can kill the bear with your bare hands, I apologize, but that you can scare it enough to run away, allowing you to escape. This guy is feeling intimidated by this woman, and so he stands his ground and fights the threat by shouting and blowing at her. Again, both parties are in the wrong here, but it's just a hilarious encounter.
need help.
the cops. Like,
Where you out of your way?
because you're putting your hands on me.
Well, you're the one that called. You're the one that called me.
Oh! You asking for it. You asking for it. That was fire, oh, shit. Oh!
So again, not too sure on the full context here, and I think many people here are acting in ways they shouldn't, but it's still interesting. This woman is exhibiting hyper-aggressive and incredibly confrontational body language. She invades people's personal space and deliberately tries to intimidate. The dude in the white is trying to be non-confrontational and tries to divert his eye contact from her. He then tries to talk to his friends to put distance between himself and the woman. These are all classic distancing behaviors and show that he doesn't want to be in the situation and actually feels submissive towards the woman. And by submissive, I don't mean in a naughty way. I mean that he doesn't feel confident enough to defend himself from the stressor. He feels less powerful. The guy in the black then escalates the situation further when he tips water on her, resulting in her physically assaulting him. It's clear she's willing to challenge these guys and doesn't show any signs of fear or stress. Now I think she may be on drugs, as some people in the video mention it, and her body language is very unusual here. Normally in a situation when we're greatly outnumbered and there is significant stress, you would expect to see some pacifying behaviors and other signs of stress. But there are none here. I can't say for sure, but it does look like it. This would explain her aggression and lack of fear.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh!
Are you a movie star? Why
Whoa!
are you kicking me?
Oh!
I'm sorry.
Cops never.
So, shouldn't kick people off walls? I've actually seen someone break their neck and die after falling down a wall from a similar height. Not fun. But she is being very hostile, and it wasn't helped by these guys of course, but she clearly isn't in the right state of mind. The cops then show up and she's just totally disrespectful to them and mocks them, exhibiting childlike body language. Also, look at her feet. Feet positioning is super easy to pick up on and shows us a lot of information about our thoughts and feelings. Her right foot is pointing right, which is a common sign that she wishes to travel in that direction. Now, if you're talking to someone and you see their feet in this position, it's a strong sign that they no longer want to talk with you. Maybe because they don't like you or just uninterested in what you have to say.
That's a weird ass thing to film, bro. What's up with the camera?
We do not have consent of her recording us.
Hey, your phone's on. Where's your phone? I mean, I know you're in the state of mind of fucking kick strangers. That's apparent. Where's your clothes on?
She's live! Yo, she's tweaking.
Bro, she's live!
She's on Facebook
Hey,
Live.
what's your Instagram? Hey, let's go to this
She's on Facebook Live.
Why do Karens always record, and worst of all in portrait? I think they always do this just as a way to try and do what they're doing to her, but they end up looking totally childish as a result. If you're gonna go around harassing people and assaulting people, it's not a smart idea to capture even more evidence of your stupidity. If anything, she's harming herself here. Also, we can see the hands on the hips again. Power pose. She's trying to intimidate an entire group of people and assert her dominance. I mean, my dog has more dominance than this woman. Also, that pout's super cringe.
Look like you're on drugs. Get out of here.
Nowhere to hide.
Yo, that's scary. You are scary, lady.
Look at this guy.
This is what your brain looks like on meth.
These guys. This guy is.
What is it?
He's
she's the one who actually, there's a story about this.
Go away.
Go away.
Leave.
Get the fuck out of here.
When he says it's like she's on drugs, she instantly does a distancing behavior with her eyes. She looks away. We do this when we try to hide a lie, and shows that she's very much affected by what he just said. It's a very strong clue. This makes me believe that she's actually on drugs. Her behavior, strange body language, and now this all makes me think that. She then tells her Facebook Live that there's a story about this dude, despite not knowing a single thing about him.
Why won't you leave?
You have my purse? Did you steal my purse?
Bro, yeah, I stole your purse. It's right here.
Fucking fucking barefoot bitch. Fucking call the fucking cops here. They asked me who the fuck you were. You're from Tennessee, Knox? Honey, I'm from Tennessee, and I don't look like you. So why do you look like this? Get the fuck out of here.
Oh shit.
We all start doing the Beyonce.
Thank you.
Finally.
Take her away, boys. Take her away.
Finally, the police come and arrest her. She's been acting like a child the entire time and has been incredibly hostile to everyone, even attacking them. She's shown a total lack of fear for herself, and that's not coming from the conscious part of the brain. It's also from the subconscious. She does no pacifying behaviors, which is a sign of emotional stress. Even after being yeeted off a wall. I do think she's on something for reasons I've said before, but that still doesn't excuse anything here. The crowd haven't helped the situation at all, even provoking it further. But the Karen had every opportunity to leave, but she chose to carry on. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.